In today's video, I'm showing you a typical combination of rasam and curry, what we call as saaru and palya. It's going to be a tur dal based rasam and a khol curry. To be frank, I don't know what the name of this rasam is. Actually, we call this as tourist saaru at home because this was one saaru that was prepared in one of the conducted tours. The cook in the tour had prepared this, and my mom picked the recipe from there, and we just love this sambar at home. Sorry, rasam or saaru to be precise. To this, how do we do is, let's start with the recipe now. 1 measure of tur dal, 3 to 4 measures of water. Wash the tur dal well. Add a couple of tomatoes, green chilies as per your taste. We need to pressure cook this. Usually tur dal takes about 3 to 4 whistles. That depends on the cooker also. So let's pressure cook this. This rasam goes very well with hot rice, and even simply can be consumed as a lentil soup. And trust me, it's one of the easiest rasams that you would have seen getting prepared, but very tasty, trust me. Okay, so while the dal is getting cooked, let's prepare for the palya or the curry. So I've taken about 3 medium-sized knol coals. I have grated the skin, and now I'm grating the knol coal. So we're going to prepare a palya out of this. We need to grate. Grating will reduce the cooking time. You can even chop it, but needs to be chopped finely for palya. So once we grate this, now the cooker, the pressure is released on its own. We check that, and our dal and tomatoes, everything is cooked well. I'm going to blend this. I'm using a hand blender here. So just make sure that the tomatoes and the green chilies, I'm now here, if your tolerance for spice is less, you can take out the green chilies at this time because it's cooked, but we don't mind the spice, so I'm just blending this dal and tomatoes here. And as I said, this can be a very tasty and a simple quick lentil soup as well, that can be consumed in on cold days. So do give this a try. And while this is going on, let me do the mandatory thing, requesting you to please like, share, subscribe my channel, and do share this share my channel across your circle. So let's get back to the video now. Thank you so much. Now I have blended this dal. Let's transfer this to a utensil in which we are going to make the rasam. So I'm just adding the dal here. You can adjust the consistency of this according to your taste. Adding water so that I get the right consistency here. So to this, let's add salt as per taste. As I said, this is something that can be prepared in under 5 minutes if you have the cooked dal ready, and it is a must try, I would say. So adding salt as per taste. And next I'm going to add a bit of jaggery. This is optional. If you prefer a slight sweet tinge, you can add jaggery. Otherwise you can skip this. Bring this to a boil now. In fact, we don't even have to boil for too long because everything is cooked here. And as you can see, I'm preparing the tempering for the rasam here. So in goes some oil or ghee. That's again your preference. To that we add some mustard seeds, jeera, and a pinch of hing or ingo. Here at this point, there is one variation you can try out. You can add some ginger juliennes if you like to. I'm adding it here, if you can see here. That otherwise you can skip. And if you are adding it, please add it towards the end, because boiling the ginger too much would turn a little bitter at times. It depends on the ginger also. So I've turned on the stove here, and then I'm adding lime juice. So ginger and lemon, make sure you add it at the end of the preparation. Okay, so the stove is turned off on which the rasam was boiling, and the tempering is getting prepared here. As I said, some mustard seeds, some jeera seeds, and a pinch of hingu. So our saaru, the tourist saaru that we call it, is ready here. Give this a try. Okay, add the tempering, and our saaru is ready here. So now this is done. Usually what happens is, in our households, saaru palya combination is a typical meal combination, and that is one of the preferred combinations that we usually relish. So the saaru is done. Now getting back to the palya preparation or the curry, the grated knol coals are ready. As you can see, I have soaked a little bit of tamarind, which we'll be using. Okay, now a kadai is getting heated up. Add some few teaspoons of oil, and then we add some mustard seeds to this. Yeah, once they splutter, we add the grated knol coal. The same palya or the curry can be prepared with radish also, that is mulangi. The exact same recipe that also goes very well with this. Okay, now we have added the grated knol coal. We call this navil koskedde. So because it's grated, it hardly takes any time to get cooked. Once it's cooked, you can just check. It kind of turns a little transparent. I've added a pinch of haldi here, turmeric. Let it cook. So I'm just covering the kadai so that it gets cooked quickly. Yeah. So once, if required, you can add a bit of water. It depends on the tenderness of the knol coal actually. So it's cooked here, you can check. And next we add the tamarind pulp. You remember I told you we need to soak a bit of tamarind. So to this curry, preferably you add tamarind because it gives that authentic taste. Once this is added and it kinds of, the watery part gets evaporated, we add the so the masala powder here I'm adding is a rasam powder. So mensin pudi that we call, right, sarin pudi, mensin pudi. Do try to add only this and not the huli pudi or vangibath pudi. So I'm just making it clear, this for this palya the mensin pudi or sarin pudi goes very well. I've also added salt as per taste, as you have seen here. So this needs to be so after we have added all these masalas, let it roast for some time. So if you observe it keenly, right, you can see those small oil bubbles coming from the sides, very small specks of it if you have added enough oil. And then I've added a pinch of sugar here for that tinge of sweetness in the dish. This is optional. As you would have observed, in most of my dishes in our households, we add either jaggery or a bit of sugar. And to wrap it up, add grated coconut and some coriander leaves here. Sorry, not the coriander leaves, the curry leaves, I'm very sorry, karbevan soppu. So give it all a good mix, and a superb tasting palya is ready, which goes very well with rice, chapati. An awesome dish, a very wholesome meal with saaru and palya is ready. Do let me know how you like these dishes, and if you give it a try, let me know how you found it, how you found the taste. So until next time, thank you and take care. If you have liked anything in this video and feel like supporting, please do subscribe to my channel, share and comment.